All right. I've got no idea what today's date is. I probably should have looked at that first, but today I think is Wednesday, the 18th of July. That sounds about right. And me and Jay have decided we're actually going to link up with training from going on forward. So bringing in bits and pieces that we both know and that we both want to share with our teams, and just, having a nice bigger group together. So tonight I wanted to, while we've still got the 8-week shred, starting on the 26th with the rollout to the 5th, I thought I'd jump on tonight and really go through some great things that you can still utilize to get a few more customers, an extra $300, $500 into your bank account. Great time to start team, all those sorts of things. You get your hand up, Candice, because you can't hear me.
No, doesn't it start on the 22nd?
Yeah, what did I say?
26th?
22nd. I said the 22nd in my head. 22nd through to the 5th of July. August. Through the 5th of August. They do that because, it's better for us, obviously, to find more customers, to get their orders in before it starts, people that are working throughout the week. I think it's a great tool that it's not just, a start date, starting on the 22nd and that's it. I like that it is rolled out over that couple of weeks, which is really good. So we're still at stacks of time. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be sharing, posting, living, whatever between now and, the 5th of August. Even if you put an order through on the 5th of August, they still can jump on the shred. They've just got to do their measurements that day and their weigh in and their photos. They're just going to get their product a little bit later, but they can start the program. Cool. So we're all aware we've got all those amazing posts already created for us. So Kira has already done those. So you can find them in Team Freestyle. You can find them in Team Nova. You can find them in Team Opulent Synergy. They're all there for you guys to access. Another couple of amazing things, I know Candice has done some and a few of us have done some, is you can use iMovie or Ripple to make some amazing little videos up, and then you share them on your social media, Facebook, and in groups as well. So you can put some of those amazing graphics that Kira's already created into little mini videos. So you can add some results in there, some of the recipes in there, and the 8-week shred information, which is pretty cool. They're both really good apps, and you can play around with music. You can add in extra headings. So they're really cool to also have as an amazing tool. But 8-week shred is an amazing, I'm glad that they've added a couple of extra in this year, because I just noticed with my team that the growth just doubles and duplicates through those periods when we have the 8-week shred. So obviously there's a few ways to be sharing the 8-week shred. And obviously the main way is through your personal page, of course. And that's just sharing your story, sharing a post. I'm probably sharing an 8-week shred one just about every day in some shape or form. But then it's also in groups. So, I know something that came out, maybe not the last shred, but the one before, was the viral thread. If you guys haven't seen that, I will show you a couple of those in a minute. And that's purely just text with a background on it. And obviously when you go into groups, you can't, how when we normally type in, 2 sentences max into our personal pages, we can select a background and just put that on our wall. You can't actually do that in groups, but you can create that, in Photo Grid or any of those apps, and then you can go and post that elsewhere. And we're getting people like Tara had some crazy response the other day. I know Foe's had a huge response, and so many of the girls have had lots of responses, but you've got to be ready for that. If you're going to put that out in some of the groups, you need to obviously check that you can first. Don't get in trouble by the admin by posting it in those groups when you're not allowed to. To check that no one else has done that, because you don't want to have 8-week shred posts, going out twice in one night, 3 times in one night, and it's all the same program and the same people sort of responding. And people that, in those groups are going to get annoyed, firstly, and people are going to get funny with us all just sharing the same thing, and they're going to get bored of it. So, there's thousands of groups out there, so always be adding yourselves to more groups. Check the rules and what you can and can't do. But the viral post is definitely amazing. And then the other one that you want to share in groups is your personal results. I think the best thing with the 8-week shred, and it's the same with the business at any time, is you've got to be a true product of the product. If you're not taking all 3 products and you're not having a go with the program, or at least considering doing the 8-week shred, then it's really hard for you to share it, because I know, you know, when you're doing it and you're sharing it and you're the accountability buddy for those customers, it just makes it 10 times better. And I know when I did a training with Kira just the other day, and I've got it stuck on my wall, is we forget some of these things. And, you know, the easiest way for anybody to either not consider the business or to no longer be your customer is if you don't give customer care. So if they're not getting their results, they're probably not taking their product correctly. You know, and if it comes to the business, they're not getting commissions, you know, all these different things for the business. But for our customers, you want to make sure when you have that chat with them, and I'm going to go through what's sort of working for me, and then I'm going to open up questions and see what's working for other people. But when I get to that stage and I'm figuring out what products are best for them for the results they're after, look, I'm always going to be aiming for the max, the Omega, the Trio, and 120 shakes. I want them to win the 8-week shred. I want them to get the best results possible. I know it's from the 3 products, and I know that the 3 products are going to benefit me as well. But, you know, for some of them, that might just not be doable with their budget. But you get on the phone, you ask those beautiful questions. We've got so many amazing tools from Freestyle, from Ange Simmons, from all these amazing people, one being the phone call, of all these great questions you can ask them, you know, what personal results they're after, rate your sleep, rate your energy level, and what's your diet like at the moment, how much water are you drinking. And you asking all those questions really shows that you really you're really interested in the outcome for them and what you're going to help them with, you know. And then going forward, what do they want from you as an accountability buddy? You know, do you need a message from me every couple of days? You know, if they're local, would you like to catch up and go for a walk and have a chat? Do you need meal planning? So I know for us, we have our own client page other than the shred. Obviously, our shred customers are going into the shred page as well. But, you know, we do a lot in our client page as well. So I'm actually going to do a live in there on Sunday just to help them do some meal planning, just in case some of my team aren't flowing that down into their clients. So, so the 8-week shred. So like I said, we've all got Jan's, so you have some questions on our list. Oh, yeah. So, have you not seen that, Debs? There's, I've got it in our team page. It's, there's a couple of different phone call lists that you can go through. I will, I'll get that to you guys later on. So when you're on the phone with your clients, you can go through. But yeah, I've just changed it around slightly for myself on what I like to ask them without being too intrusive, and what I think that, you know, they will value me asking them about. But yeah, I don't sign anyone up to Juice Plus now, whether it's 8-week shred or just a normal client, without having a phone call with them, unless they really don't want to get on the phone with me. But when I say phone, I mean Zoom. I like to do it face to face. I like them to see me. I like to have the products there because everyone knows I love to talk about the products, and what benefits they're going to get, you know, through the 8-week shred, in their normal regime, and how it's all going to best work for them. But yeah, that is an awesome flow. It should be in the team page too. There you go. So it's I use that every time because I forget. Sometimes they'll get on and I can't quite access that, but I can pretty much wing it. But those beautiful questions just make them feel like they're really going to be looked after, because you know what's the biggest thing for us as distributors, and we get told this all the time: you never need to be the guru. You just need to care. So if you've got that amazing list there to help you and to make them feel comfortable and excited about their results that they're going after, and that someone's there to back them up and help them enjoy their journey, I just think that really helps. So going forward, so I know I'm not sure. Well, I know there's a lot of my team. There's a lot of newbies. So I'm going to share my screen for a little bit. Where to find things. Look, my team don't get added to Freestyle or Team Illuminate for quite a little while. Like, it's not instant. I don't want to overwhelm them. And I'm sure you guys have got in Team Nova, you've got your own team page. So I'm not sure how quickly you get thrown into the other groups as well. And we've also got our own client page, so they get popped into there. So I'm just going to go through and show you some of the images if you haven't seen them, and where to find them. So it might be a little bit different for the for the other team, but just so we've got it and so you can see where those bits and pieces are. So start share. Just so we've got those tools in front of us. So I'm going to have all these popping up. So you guys have got your team, beautiful Team Nova, and my team's called Team Opulent Synergy. So you guys are probably a lot like us. I really utilize the files and the photo albums in these beautiful groups. So most of the things that I see come up in Team Spirit, Team Freestyle, Team anything, I bring it over to here so my team isn't feeling stretched out and overwhelmed with all the other groups. And I know that Jay does the same here too. But if I was to, just give you a quick little browse through here, if you go into albums in here, you guys will find the 8-week shred album, all the different things you can do over 30 days. Fitness-wise, vegan-wise, they're all there as well. But yeah, the 8-week shred is in here. One of these files is 8-week shred. Oh, golly. I might have gone past it. Oh, go back. Oh. Sorry, girls. I'll just go back. It just moves things around. They're never in the same order. I've got quite a few I know I've got it also in the client page. Oh, here we go. So these might be. Open this up. So these are all beautiful images done by Kira. Okay, so you've got access to all of these in Team Freestyle, probably in Team Nova as well. So make sure you're aware of them and you know where they are, and you can definitely share those, sometimes 1 or 2 together. But again, you don't want to put too many together because these are amazing, like flyers on their own. Like you just want one amazing image, and don't go putting these into grids because it really takes it away from what's already been created. But they're there. Also, you've got, to keep in mind, you've got the recordings. Kira's made quite a few recordings from previous 8-week shreds and from the JBT program, so mix that in a little also. And then you've also got some of the recipes recorded. There's 3 of them, I think. And then you've also got all the recipes with their flyers. So stacks of stuff around there for you to share in there. So, beautiful. And I don't know why I stopped sharing then. I wanted to just show you my page as well, just so I could show you so what, I know Candice did this, and I know a few of the other girls did this, is they've created a recording with those images in it, so it's not too much. It's just a little bit of music in the background. Oh, nearly there. Does anyone else hate seeing themselves images come up? Here we go. So if I click, I'm not sure if that'll come up for you guys, okay? Candice, is that working okay? And that's it. So really, really easy to use. So that one was done on Ripple, or like I said, you can use iMovie. So if you want to have a play around it, it's really fun being creative and having a go. Like you can share it directly from people's pages, but you know what, girls, you don't want to be directing people back and forth to other teamies' pages either all the time, because they're not going to jump ship and go to someone else either. But if you can keep it to your page and do your own creation, just like you do in your own posts, I think that's a really great thing to do also. So now jumping back over here, I'm just going to show you what the viral posts sort of look like. It goes back if I hit the right thing. So back in our team Candice's profile, so it shouldn't be too far down because I keep popping up. So I did an old recording. It's funny actually, guys, you know, this recording, this was just after I had surgery and my skin was so bad in this recording. I was watching myself play back and I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing how much, you know, when you get put on pain relief and things like that, how much it affects your body, because my skin was so terrible. But in here, which I'm happy for you guys to have access to if you need access to, but how come oh, there we go. If I open up my comments in here, I've tried to keep everything together for my team. So I'm going to show you the pages that you need to add your team to, I mean your clients to, when they do the 8-week shred. But this is what the viral post looks like. Like I said, you can't go into groups and type in there and select a background. So if you want to use Photo Grid, or you can even do it on your own Facebook, you know, type it up, create it, and just screenshot it, and then you can use it. But if you want to work with mums, say you're looking for 5 or 10 mums, just that's it. That's all you need, a really short little 2-sentence post, and pop it out into the world. So there's a couple different versions there, and I think mine says, on mine original one on my page says, I'm looking for 5 mates. That's me. I'm looking for mates. I'm not looking for mums. I'm not looking for anything specific. So talk it like you know what I mean? It's how you normally talk and so forth, but then be ready. All right, if you're going to whack this out into some groups, be prepared for response. All right, for lots of people to jump on. A lot of people are just going to see the money. And you might have hundreds respond, and you might maybe get 2 out of it. All right, don't be disappointed if you only get 2, because some of them will just be money hungry, or, you know, they won't see the value in just getting on with just the berries, or they, you know, or they won't, or they'll just look, you know, it's just not for them, basically. But they just, you know, they'll see this and either think, yep, 8-week shred, that's me, I'm ready. You know how when we all came across this opportunity or the product, we were ready. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing as this. You just got to remember to be on that other side. And yeah, and so when you pop this out, yeah, it's time to be prepared to respond to all these people. And when they do come back, you need to have a couple ready to go. So I've skipped, where's my first response? So, you know, once you put this out there and they've written, you know, I'm interested, tell me more or whatever, you need to obviously respond. And if you've got 20, 30 popping up, you don't, you know, obviously you want to have a script ready to go, but make sure you are personalizing it and changing it a little bit, because you will be blocked. You will be seen as a robot. Okay, we've done it. We've all had a go at it. We've been blocked for days. So make sure as you're responding to people, yeah, well, so this one was for the January response. So I'd be just like, hey, hun, great goals. And I said, so I've really skipped it. So what's got you interested really would be the first one. If I can just find it amongst all my notes in here. Hey, Holly. Oh, here we go. That's the first one. Yeah. So once they've seen your post and they're starting to respond and everything, you've got like, hey, Holly, how are you? Thanks for your comment on my post regarding the 8-week challenge. Would love to know what health goals you have. Maybe get rid of the 2008 because this is from January, and what's got you interested. That's it. All right, let them come back to you and respond, and that's when you make it all about their goals. So that's this one here. So awesome, great goals. I'd love to help. Our 8-week shred is a kickstart into our main program and comes free when you do the 8-week shred. We are all about getting results the healthy way and then keeping them for life, helping you choose healthy options and creating a healthy lifestyle. Would love to send you 2 mini recordings about what we do. Would you have time to watch? I have changed this a little bit around this time because I absolutely love Kira's new 8-week shred event that she did the other night, but it is 40 minutes. So I've just changed that bottom line to, you know, if I sent you our recording from our shred event the other night, it goes for 40 minutes. Would you have time to watch it? And a few of them had said, well, 40 minutes is a bit long. You know, it's not, you know, they're not looking at the business, they're looking at a program. So then I have sent them the 2 mini recordings because they're only like 3 minutes. But the ones that have said yes, I've sent them the Kira one and they just love that one instantly. All right. So don't forget you've got that amazing tool. If not, it's those 2 mini recordings, which we've got here. So it's Kira talking about the JBT shred, and the other one should be here as well, which if you girls don't have, just reach out to me or Jay and do it. And it's just a little mini recording about our program. It's just called our program. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So yeah, so this is when you get them to that recording. So you're only like 2 messages in. You're still, you know, doing feel, felt, found. You've got their goals. You're making it about them. Get them to watch this. And then from there, obviously you need to follow up. So when you go about following up, I don't know if I've got that in. I've got this all in the one section for my team. That's for afterwards. So yeah, see what they've watched, what they've liked about it, and then I just get them to the phone call. And just like I said before to Deb, I use the phone sheet that we've got in our files, and so does Team Nova. And I, you know, look, that's about the program in general. So I pick out the bits that I want, and I've got my own mini version, you know, especially for the shred. Go through that, and then I give them what I suggest. And like I said, I always go for the max, you know, no matter what results they're after. I just think everyone needs to be on all 3 products. And then it's just pending on budget. All right. So, and then from there, it's all about, if once they've said yes, you've signed them up, you need to give them access to everything. Okay. So, I think I've got no, they've changed the pictures actually, but obviously they need to go into, just checking your comments. Yep, thanks, Dev. Found it. Nova. Oh, awesome. So I'm just going to click over now to, it won't be in that way. I'll have to go this way. So where are we adding them to when they come in? Jay, can you just give me a thumbs up? Do you guys have your own client page, or do you just use the JBT 8-week shred? Or maybe come off.
I'll come off mute. We do have a client page, but I haven't really put a lot into it like you do, babe. So we do base most of our stuff onto the JBT page.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Beautiful. So where is it? And shred. I think that's it. Or was that the old one? No, that's it. So this is where you're adding them all to. Okay, so for my team, when you add any client, you add it into the Juicy Fitness crew. You know, that's just the normal client. And even if they're doing the shred, they get access to that as well. And we know that we do put a lot into that. And we know that there's so many people in the 8-week shred, but they need to be in here if they're competing for that 8-week shred prize pool. So you add them in here. It gets approved. And then in that first pin post section here, you need to welcome them in there and say, please read and watch the videos above. All right. And then there's their accountability buddy. Make sure they get their photos done with the newspaper in front of a nice white clear wall. Okay, side and front and back, however, you know, they wanted to get all that done with as less clothing as possible. You know, it's so they can notice that. Look, and I say to them at this point, I say, look, girls, you can either give it to me as your accountability buddy. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm just going to hold on to them along with your measurements and your weights, or you can hold on to them, and when we get to the end, we can submit it all together. But if I've got it as well, you know, it's like accountability thing, which is nice as well. But just, yeah, make sure you add them and get them into the pin post, and then they've got access to all of that there. And look, and if you've got a few people doing the 8-week shred, I'd make a group message as well if they're happy, and have the 5, 6 or 8 of them in there together so they can, you know, bounce off each other, share their meal planning, share all those sorts of things. When you get them in here, point out to them in the files where everything is, you know, so they know how to access the recipes, the 8-week shred, so they know. Oh, I need to bring myself back onto view. But so, like, you know, in the 8-week shred, I've got a printed one in front of me. So I do print when I know the 8-week shreds are coming. I get them printed and I send them to each customer. I think they need it in front of them, but they can check it out all online. It's all there. But, you know, and I do a call with them just to get them started to help them meal plan. But it's got all that in here. Like, it's got suggested meal plans. It's got the approved recipes. It's got their weigh-ins. It's got their goals. So when you do that phone call with them, you can even just have this in front of you. Look, you've got that amazing tool, like I said, in the files, in our team pages, but you've got this as well. So make sure you get their goals. And I ask them, what have they got coming up in 8 weeks' time? Do they have a wedding? Do they have a birthday? If they've got nothing, just say, cool, if you really want to, you know, smash this goal, lose 5 to 7 kilos, whatever it is your goal is, why don't you make sure you've got a planned date night with your hubby? All right, so when you get to go out at the end of your 8-week shred, you've got something to look forward to. You can get dressed up. You can see that you've got, got those results that you're after. You've got your glowing skin. You're feeling good about yourself, and you've got something to go to. So if they've got no birthday or they've got nothing coming up at the end of the 8-week shred, make sure they try and, put something in their diary so they're going out to celebrate. And then, obviously, as per any customer, make sure you go over some of those simple things. Like if they're really after the results, make sure they're starting with water and lemon in the morning. How they're going to utilize the shakes. So they're going to have 1 or 2 a day between their 3 to 5 meals. The importance of maybe even chili, ginger, turmeric, all those amazing things, chia seeds for metabolism, anything that you know about and that's worked for you. And then when it comes to snacking, some people are still hungry. So suggest those almonds, suggest those healthier snacks to help them get by. But we've got all the tools there. Like I've even got those charts in there for 8 weeks worth of keeping track of all their drinking, their meals a day, if they're just getting out for 20 minutes. Like for some of them, it's a struggle. They don't have to do exercise with the JBT, yeah? But if they're doing the 8-week shred and they're going for that money and they want to get results, you want to help them and inspire them, motivate them to try and move for 20 minutes a day. All right? Even if it's on their lunch break. Did someone just...
Yeah, me. Can I just ask a question?
Yep.
Did you make that book up, or is that in Team Freestyle?
No, that's the new 8-week shred.
Yeah, but does it have all the
Yeah.
That all in that new one, does it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like the old one and was only half that size, but we had it printed with like the tracking tools. Like some of these bits are probably separate normally. We just had them added in. But I think she's got the tracking in there. But you have to open it while we're chatting, Jay, and just double check. But I'm pretty sure I didn't add anything. So you see, whereas the JBT, when we get that printed, we add in the pantry and we add in all those extra bits at the end. So the pantry's in there, the pantry shopping list, and all that. That's all in the JBT. But I'm pretty sure the 8-week shred is just the 8-week shred. I don't remember adding anything to there. But
okay. I'll go check now while you're talking.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, but it's a great book, and when you got to check I know the Freestyle. There's a girl in there that does really great printing, magazine style ones, but I don't know if they, like we put, so many bits and pieces into ours. Also, so when my girls do the 8-week shred, or boys, I also go to Kmart and I'll get them one of these. It's only $3. All right, it's a meal planner. All right, if they didn't get shakes, I will send them a couple of shakes as well to try. But so then I can do a Zoom call with them, or they'll watch a recording, or they'll go through this and the JBT guide, and they've got something to help them go shopping with, and they're planned out for the week. All right, so they're like $3. So I always have a bunch of them in my drawer, whether they're doing the 8-week shred or they're just coming on to the program. So that's really handy as well. So that's all really, it's all kind of basic, but all really good stuff, because you get them results, all right, whether it's only 2 kilos or whether they're just seeing the energy, whether they're seeing the skin, the hair, the nails. Remember, they're going to have a bit of detox, so make sure you direct them to those detox posts with all that information in there. It's always coming up in our client page, just, a constant bump so people can see it, because we all detox differently. So make sure they're aware of that. And just do your best. Because if they get that results, any sort of results, they're either going to become raving fans, they're going to share it with people, refer them on to you. They're either going to stay your customer forever, or they're going to become a teamie. All right, so you just got to treat any client, whether they're 8-week shred or JBT, as if they're your team. And I know most of you know that, but that is a high-paying activity. That is customer care. And if you can, really, if you've got a winner or a runner-up there, you're definitely people are going to notice their results. They're going to notice results, and then you're going to have testimonies to share, and it just compels from there. So we are really, really lucky to have this amazing 8-week shred. Like, I have been utilising a little bit of the 10 shred just recently as well, just to warm up towards the 8-week shred, because I do think there's some amazing tools in there which all of our clients have access to as well. But I just think we're really lucky to have the JBT and the 8-week shred. So has anyone got any other questions around the the 8-week shred and the JBT? Take yourself off mute or chuck it in the comments.
Hi, Johns. How are you, hon?
Hi, Deb. Welcome back, you lucky lady. Are you tired? Are you sore?
No, I feel amazing. Actually, I'm going to do a live about it because it was like I recovered and I handled it beautifully. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did the Kokoda. For those of you who don't know, I did the Kokoda on the weekend with my husband and a couple of friends. We had to hike for 17 hours. It was 56 kilometres and it was through the night into the morning, and it was hills like I've never seen before. Anyway, I took Juice Plus. I doubled up for 3 days beforehand, and then I took some before I started, halfway, and as I was finishing almost, and I had a sore knee in the last 5Ks, and obviously fatigue started setting in, but I was not sore the next day. I could have done it the next day, and I could have done it again today, and I can't wait to do it again. So I've never had a really good product story, but except for my bad back that's now, like, not anymore. And I'm going to use that because I'm so excited to have a product story.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, sorry to sidetrack. Johns, I jumped on a little bit. Thank you, Joe. I jumped on a little bit late, but you were talking about groups. I know I've never been very active in groups. I've never been active in groups. And I actually went on the other night to try and use that Discover tool that Adam talked about one time.
Yep.
Are you able to screen share by chance?
Yeah.
And show me,
yeah.
like, for example, how I'd find a group of hikers or trail runners?
Sure.
Because I couldn't find it.
Yep. Okay, no problems. God, it'd be funny doing it on the computer and I can't find it. Let's see. I can do it on my phone in 5 seconds. Let's see how we go on the computer. No, that's right. Let's do it on here. Oh.
Okay.
Spotlight. I've already got Spotlight. I'll just share my screen. That's what I mean. All right. So go back over here. Just move. You guys are right in the middle of my screen. Move you over here. So hit on groups. And if you do this on your phone, it's much easier. See how it's come up here? You've either got groups or you've got Discover. Yep. Okay, so on your phone, it's the same. So if you go into your phone and you hit groups, and then you have the same thing, groups or Discover. I hit Discover, and I'm going to do that on here. And now what you do is you should be able to go up the top now, and you should be able to... it's different on your phone, I know. You should be able to write in hiking now. Let's just put in hiking. And it's on my phone. I know it's different again. And there you go. There's a whole lot of hiking groups.
Oh.
Get rid of these. So really, really easy. So you can type in vegan, you can type in caravan, you can type in anything, and yeah, it'll bring you up lots and lots of different groups that you can jump in and be a part of. So I remember when we first started, Deb, do you remember this, and Jay would remember this, they used to tell us to go in and do this Discover and go in and find groups that we were passionate about. So you'd go in and maybe mum groups or hospitality, food groups, whatever. But now I just go like, I'm interested in this, I'm interested. You just go in and, I would type in community. I like going to find like community groups and hopping into those as well. But yeah, just type those in and I remember right at the beginning as one of those when we do our blitzes, you'd go in and jump in 5 groups, 5 to 15 groups a week when you're building your business. So yeah, an amazing tool as well. But then the groups that aren't working in there, make sure you go in and delete them later on as well, because if you look at mine going back, crazy the amount there. I really need to go through mine. Oh, will it show you? Let's have a look. I don't know how many there are. There's about 300. So get rid of all these messages, sorry. I know there's a way to turn them off, but I can't remember how to do it right now. But these are all the groups that I'm in there, so I need to go in and probably just figure out which ones I can actually post in, which one I can add value to, because remember, you're not going in there just to post either. You're going in there to add value. So that discovery button, it's good.
Okay, so further to that, then I recall, thank you, that's excellent. I recall there was a thing about you can type like mums on the Gold Coast or hikers on the Gold Coast, or like there's a section where you can put your town in, or if I'm from Yeppoon, can you do that, or is that in my imagination? I remember.
I think you can be more specific, but I think that's more when you're doing your ads. I think you can be more specific on your search, but I'm not sure how to do that, and I've never done it on my phone either. But again, I'd be very specific when I'm looking for towns. If I'm like, wow, this really needs to happen in Bendigo, I'd put in Bendigo and see when I go into Bendigo. Am I in Discover? Yeah. So all the groups for Bendigo mentioned in them will come up, and then they are actually categorized, some of these, so I can probably go in and find, when I'm on my phone, there'd be 100 more. I promise you there would be. There'd be buy, swap, sell, there would be community, there'd be mums group, there'd be all those in there, but for some reason there's not.
Oh, could you do down the side there? That's the filter results.
Maybe there it is, yeah. There you go. There they are. I'm not sure how it will come up on your phone, but so you have a play on your phone as well. I haven't seen the filter on, because I don't normally do it on my computer. I haven't seen that come up before. So I'm not sure if that, comes up on your phone. But there you go. That's new for all of us now. So that's awesome. So, I mean, I know even like Rochelle's on tonight. I know because when we post and share the opportunity out, we use our team business page. So I've got a team business page and a personal brand business page, and we use this is called Opulent Health and Wellness. So when Rochelle or Tara or any of the girls share, they put a link back to our team business page, so they get their own ad in the business page. And so when people come back, I know it's exactly for them. So I know at the moment that Rochelle's really basing most of her ads in New South Wales because they're all coming from New South Wales. So for Rochelle, you know, when she's growing her business too and discovering, you can probably start reaching out to all these other, states and towns and groups. So we link it back to one of these just because we know that, I don't know for you guys, but a lot of our people that come to, check out our ads, are on the fence, aren't they? So I like that, and Kira's starting to get on board with this now. She still hasn't branded herself, and she went over that in training the other day. She was Mummy's on a Mission originally, but she's handed that over to Brian because she's just really shifted to where she is in life and what she's doing. By branding yourself and people seeing that constant thing, like she brought up Ange quite a few times, and she's the Gratitude Gang. So when they start seeing that constantly, they can see that there's a good business or a good team behind that. So same with you guys with Team Nova and is it Abundance Mummy? What is it you've got, Jay? I can't remember. It's one of those ones.
The Abundance.
Yeah, that's it. And like Candice has got, mind, body, soul. So it's when once you start putting that with it. So that's why I've got Opulent Health and Wellness there for the girls until they build their brand. They've got that to utilize. When you've got that link back to a business page, I think they feel more confident because they can see that there's a legit business behind it, and because everyone gets that skepticism in the back of their mind. So even when it comes to 8-week shred and the JBT, they've got posts in there that they can share a link to. I just threw that in there. I don't know why. The other thing I wanted to, has anyone else got any more 8-week shred things before I wanted to jump on one other topic before I do anything? Was that someone? No. Cool. The other thing I wanted to chat to about is because a lot of girls, we've got a lot of new people coming on in our team, and I know Jay does too. What have I done there? Speak to you, that'll do. Is your profile. Okay, so I think this is so important because it takes a while to get into people's heads when they first start this business that as much as there's branding and you can have a business name, do you know what the most important thing is you. You want people to fall in love with your health journey and your lifestyle journey. So you want them to want what you've got. So if you don't like, my sister's issue on tonight, I made her clean up her Facebook page for 2 months before I let her do this business. I cannot say it was a really bad Facebook page, personal page or anything, but you don't want to be attracting negative people or people that just don't give a shit, really. You want to be attracting the same sort of people that you want to work with. So we're coming to that. I'm just going to point out a couple of things on my page, and I'm not saying everybody needs to do this, but I know for my new girls, a lot of them don't even have pictures in their profile that are of them. And that's a little bit to do with their culture, because I've got a lot of beautiful Islander and New Zealand girls and Samoan girls coming into our team at the moment, which we absolutely adore and love. But I'm just helping them sort of tidy up their Facebook a little bit, just their personal pages. So if I just bring myself up, and this is just an example, girls, you don't have to do this, but I just know, so when people come in, they can see, well, that's me, being a bit crazy in my profile. And then in my, what do you call that? Your cover photo, like it's normally food or it's something sort of inspiring or to do. Opulence Effect is my brand now, the one that I'm slowly creating, because I've never been very good at I. I'm always been about we and our beautiful team, but I've just got to start owning myself a little bit more, and I've started to create that, which is cool. But these few things here, and I know when they come up on your phone, it comes up even better. But these bits are here, like your intro, about yourself. Like, it doesn't need to say you're an entrepreneur, a health coach or anything. You might be a wellness warrior, you might be a lifestyle advocate, you might be just, a mum of 2, a mum of 3 who loves health and nutrition. But you've got that opportunity to have a nice little intro there. All right. And then in these bits and pieces here, it's what you want people to see. So, I've got in there, well, I manage three pages, and so one being obviously the Opulence Effect, one being Opulence Health and Wellness, and the other one is the Woman Jaker Festival page, which I head, which is cool. So that's all there as well. And then you get to also select up to 5 photos that you want set on your Facebook page, so that just sitting there, they don't change unless you change them. So people can get to know you a little bit, because as part of my message when I'm meeting new people and it's about the business and I'm sending them a recording to watch, I literally say to them, awesome, hun, I'm excited for you to watch this event, or this recorded event. I have friended you just so you can get to know me a little bit better and to see how I do business. All right. And so when they come in here, they're not feeling like they're slammed with Juice Plus. They're not, I'm not what I'm saying I'm not, because a lot of them are really scared about also getting on a Zoom call with us. Yeah. Because they're worried they're going to get on with, maybe an Indian or an American from the other side of the world. We're not who we are, because people use social media incorrectly all the time, don't they? So just got to, those few little things just to help when people see this is really, really important also. So, and then obviously it's all about variety, isn't it? You've got the JBT program, you've got the 8-week shred, you living your health journey and you living your lifestyle journey. So they're just a couple of really cool things that you guys have got, that ability to use. And when it does come to you guys creating and branding yourself, like, there's so many amazing tools that you can use. I'm not saying you need to brand yourself, go and create yourself a page and then start having paid ads. Definitely not. It's a bit of work having that, but this is my new one and it's taken a little while, but there's some really cool tools in there again when you do, is that going to go? When you do decide to do this. So when it goes over, so even this up the top here, so this is my new branding, the Opulence Effect. So this is all about working parents. You've got like 5 slides that you can run across the screen, which is pretty cool. I like that. Then you've got your pin post, but then where's the story? Oh, I probably need to view it so you can see it as, what do? So you can see it, visit group. Is it group? No. So I've also got a group, so a private group that they go to, and it's just really exactly what it is. It's our program, it's our Juice Plus, it's this business opportunity, so they can go straight into that. But I just need to, if I could remember how to show you as if it's not me. And anyway, it's got a beautiful little inscription about me and what this is about as well. But yeah, there's so many tools you can use around this, and you can do your paid ads from there as well. But, you know, the more you get into social media, whether it's Twitter that you're into, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, you know, make sure you try and learn as much as you can about that one network, or that one social network, and then have a go at it, really have a go at it, and maybe then dabble in maybe one other one, but don't stretch yourself out around 3. But yeah, that was just about pretty much everything I had on my list that I wanted to touch on tonight. I know Jay is really keen to do a training session. Did you want to touch a little bit on your GoPro stuff now, or did you want to wait? What did you want to do, Jay?
I think there's too much. I'll hold everyone up for ages. I'd rather just do, like, you know, focus on 8-week shred stuff tonight, and then next week we'll move on to, you know, something different and have another break.
Because I just wanted to do that 8-week shred, because we've still got, even next week we'll still have time, but I thought we just, got that done as well, and I think you'll still have the fire in your belly well into next week. We can go for it.
Most certainly. Yeah, no, we'll just do, I think if we, you know, kind of focus each week on something different, so this week's been, and it's great, and everyone can ask their questions and get them answered. So if we just do that each week, focus it around something different, and that'll be great.
Cool, girls. And so that's for you too. So if you've got certain things that you'd like me, Jay, and whoever that's got, you know, someone might be amazing at this or amazing at that, they can jump in and add value as well. So if there's something you'd like us to definitely do, we are really keen to make sure we start doing this weekly, and to be accountable to ourselves and to you guys, so to help us all grow. So if you've got anything you want us to work on, or to try, or to teach, or to share, make sure you do that. I myself, I'm very excited. I've still got you on, Jay, but that's all right. I'm off to NMD school in 3 weeks. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I'll come back, and I'll be so excited to share from that as well. I know I'm so excited, Deb. I missed out on that by 1 month last year. I got QNMD in September last year, so I missed out by 1 month of going to NMD school. So I'm really excited to go to that, and I've got no idea what I'm going to be honest, but I'm really excited to bring that back, just like I was with the conference. Conference was amazing, and I'm still, you know, going over notes, and that was probably the best conference I reckon I've been to. Different bits on different days, the ball, the freestyle party, and like Adam, Lauren, well, she's not there now, was she Avar, said, you know, for a lot of us, as we start to build team, our goal might be just, our biggest dream might be just to throw a party like Adam did for us freestyle when we're away, to be able to give out money, to be able to give out those beautiful gifts. It was so wonderful just to be there and be a part of it. And I know for me, I struggled with those parties and the ball every year, but this year it was really good. I'm getting there. I'm starting to be able to mingle around all those people that we put up on a pedestal all the time, but they're just you and me. So that's sort of it. Honestly, guys, just put it out into the world, the 8-week shred. We've still got heaps of time. We've only just passed halfway in July, so we've still got heaps of time this month to really, get a few more clients in and really love on them. And I'm pretty keen to do it this one, because I couldn't do the last one to the full extent anyway, because I was post-surgery. But this one, I'm really keen to jump on and do the whole thing. So thanks for all jumping on. Anyone else got anything else? You can take yourself off mute, or any more questions? I know it's something simple. Tash, I think you're starting to know it's something simple. Are you about to ask something? Yes.
So just
there you are.
probably something really simple to explain, but what is a rolling restart? Is that just where it restarts on the 5th? Or?
Rolling start? Yes. Yeah. So yes, I did mention at the start. So so it starts on the 22nd and rolls through to the 5th. So anybody can start between the 22nd and the 5th. So just say you started on a 22nd, keep saying the 22nd to the 5th. So just say you started on Monday the 23rd, for instance. You count 8 weeks from Monday the 23rd.
Ah, okay.
So you're the distributor, you're the person looking after them. So you say, cool, we've done your photos, you've got your newspaper in your hand, that's your start date. So let's count 8 weeks forward. We need to have your photos done on this date, all right, and your weigh-in all done. So it does.
Okay.
We can't do it on one day. It's just not possible with people working and getting a newspaper and lifestyle and whatnot. It's a really awesome thing that came in, because our first two, I don't think we had that. We haven't had this forever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's really cool, to do that, and you just need to, keep yourself accountable with them on when they're due at the end of their 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay.
You're welcome. Natasha's very new too. She's pushing very hard for SDVF. Very exciting. Anyone else?
Daniela just had a question above. Can you share some example posts of what you would post in groups?
Groups, so definitely the viral as well. Firstly, like your viral, the recording, like have a go with Ripple, have a go with iMovie. Check what you can and can't do, of course. But some of them say no products or whatever, but this is a program, so go forward with a program, or just share your damn story. Like yours is amazing at the moment, Debs, of course. But some people, like, I forgot to take photos at the start. I didn't think this was even for me. Remember, I was getting the products for my husband, so I didn't take photos of my skin. My skin was terrible. I could probably take a photo of that one that I was talking about earlier, but post-surgery. But yeah, I can probably find a few. But honestly, the viral one is what's working for so many people at the moment. And it's just text with a background, which you can go into PhotoGrid, put in that couple of unique sentences, and it literally is, I'm looking for 5 mums to do the 8-week shred. The kids are back at school. Prize pool of $3,500. Comment below. So that's the one that is getting lots and lots of results. If not, it's just a share or a recording. So can you share some examples of posts that you would do in groups? Because most of those ones that I did share tonight aren't really for, you can only do that viral post on your page probably once, maybe twice. You might have started off with 10, now I'm looking for 7, and you're counting backwards, 5, 2, I've got 1 spot left. Do you know what I mean? But and even the recording, if you make yourself a Ripple recording of those beautiful images, maybe share it on your page once or twice throughout, you building on that over the month. But I'd be sharing that out in the groups. I think that's all I've been doing, is mainly the viral. I don't go out to the groups big time with the program, to be honest, and I don't know why I don't do that. Jay, have you got any feedback on what you suggest in the groups?
No, just what you said exactly. But yeah, even just using any of the images from Kira, I just commented that. We've got them in our team page. Any of the images that Kira's done are
brilliant.
Are safe to use in there, as long as they don't say too much. And just share your story, and that you want someone, you've got so many spots open, you're ready to coach people for the 8-week shred.
Yeah, and like I said, I mentioned that at the start too, they are done, all right? Those flyers that Kira's done, they are done. So try not to put too many together, or don't go and put them in a photo grid, okay? Otherwise,
just pick one. I think just pick one and stick
it. Takes the value away when you put too much up there. I remember right at the beginning, we used to have people just kept making grids, and they're putting all these beautiful images that are already created, and people just you're missing out on what was already in there. But just use all those tools you've got. You girls, like, even when I'm saying you can go and, like, honestly, to use Ripple and iMovie is really easy. It doesn't take too long to make yourself a little video, but you don't have to. You've got that tool about the program. You can use that in groups. You can use that on your page. Not the one where Kira's talking about the product. I wouldn't use that one. But the one that's about the program, that's only goes for, I don't know, 1 minute, 2 minutes. You can use that one on your page or in groups. That's perfectly fine. Otherwise, just, create yourself a little one. And then when you're going about creating, sharing the program, you've got the 8-week shred ones. You've got lots of program ones. You've got the teenage ones. You've got the Omega ones. You've got hundreds, and they've done the work for you. So don't go about worrying about creating a whole heap. If you are branding yourself, pop your brand on the one that's already created. That's okay. Or talk to you. Put your name on it. Reach out. Talk to Rochelle, or join Rochelle on this journey, or join Tara on this journey. You can add those little unique things on there so they know it's you that they're working with. But yeah, don't go and waste your time creating something that's already there. Cool. Is that everyone else's questions covered? Yeah, beautiful. No one else got anything? I don't want to keep it's just about gone 9 o'clock, so we've gone an hour. I was going to try and do 45, but we've done all right. Cool, awesome. Well, yeah, we're going to try and hop on here each week all together, 2-3 teams. Well, it's about 4 teams actually. Magda's on, Candice is on, my adopted team, and then Team Nova and us. So anyone else, just, bring them on in. But, anything you guys want covered, please make sure you tell me and Jay, and we'll do our best to bring it to you. Cool. I'm going to unmute you all, and I'll stop.